How to develop a Jennie Kim mindset. Let's get one thing straight. You cannot become Jennie Kim. And honestly, you shouldn't want to. Because the goal isn't to become somebody else. The goal is to become the version of yourself that walks into a room with the same level of confidence, self-respect, and presence that people associate with Jennie. Because when people talk about Jennie, they're usually not talking about her face. They're talking about her energy. That calm confidence, that I know who I am attitude. That ability to stand out without desperately trying to get attention. And today we're going to talk about how you can develop that mindset yourself. First things first. Stop seeking permission. One thing you'll notice about successful people is that they don't spend their lives waiting for somebody to tell them they're good enough. They don't wait until they're prettier, richer, or more talented. They start now. Most people waste years thinking, I'll be confident when. But people like Jennie seem to understand something important. Confidence comes after action, not before it. You don't become confident and then chase your dreams. You chase your dreams and confidence develops along the way. Every small action you take builds proof that you're capable. That's where real confidence comes from, not from waiting around. The second mindset shift is learning how to be comfortable being disliked. This is a hard one. Because most people want everyone to approve of them. They want everyone to agree with them. They want everyone to like them. But that's impossible. If you stand out, some people won't like it. If you succeed, some people will criticize you. If you do something different, some people will judge you. That's normal. It happens to everyone. Think about it. Imagine how much freedom you'd have if you stopped making every decision based on what other people might think. Most people are trapped by opinions that don't even matter. They're afraid to post, afraid to speak, afraid to try. But confidence grows when you stop chasing approval and start respecting yourself. The goal isn't to make everybody like you. The goal is to like yourself enough to keep going anyway. Now let's talk about something people rarely mention. Discipline. People see the glamorous side of success. The photos, the achievements, the attention. What they don't see are the boring days, the practice, the repetition, the failures, the moments when nobody is watching. Everybody wants the results. Very few people want the process. But the process is what creates the results in the first place. A Jennie-like mindset isn't just confidence. It's understanding that consistency matters more than motivation. You won't feel motivated every day. Nobody does. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll want to quit. The people who succeed aren't necessarily the most talented. They're usually the people who keep showing up even when they don't feel like it. That's where discipline becomes a superpower. Next, stop shrinking yourself. This is something so many people do without realizing it. They hide their personality. They downplay their achievements. They pretend they don't care about their dreams. They make themselves smaller so nobody feels uncomfortable around them. But confidence isn't making yourself invisible. Confidence is being comfortable with who you are without apologizing for it. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You don't have to be the center of attention. But you should never feel guilty for having goals. You should never feel guilty for wanting more from life. You should never feel guilty for believing in yourself. The moment you stop apologizing for your ambitions is the moment your mindset starts changing. Another thing people admire about Jennie is that she seems selective with her energy. She doesn't appear to spend every second trying to prove herself to everyone. And that's a lesson a lot of people need. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every piece of criticism deserves a place in your mind. One of the biggest signs of maturity is learning what to ignore. Think about how much energy people waste every day. Arguing with strangers, overthinking comments, worrying about what someone might think, replaying embarrassing moments from years ago. All of that energy could be spent improving your life instead. Protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's necessary. The more focused you become, the less power outside noise has over you. Now, here's the most important mindset shift in this entire video. Focus on building value, not chasing validation. Most people spend their lives looking for proof that they're enough. They look for likes, compliments, attention, approval. But those things disappear as quickly as they arrive. Validation is temporary. The moment it stops, your confidence disappears with it. Real confidence comes from something deeper. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. It comes from developing skills. It comes from learning, growing, improving. Because when you know you've put in the work, you don't need constant reassurance from other people. You already know what you're capable of. That's a confidence nobody can take away from you. At the end of the day, what people call Jennie energy isn't really about being Jennie. It's about becoming someone who trusts themselves. Someone who works hard even when nobody is watching. Someone who doesn't let fear control every decision. Someone who understands their worth without needing everyone else to confirm it. That's the energy people notice. That's the energy people respect. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you feel completely ready. Because nobody ever feels completely ready. Start now. Start small. Keep showing up. Keep improving. Keep believing in the person you're becoming. Because confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. One decision, one habit, and one day at a time. And that's all for today's video. Remember, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. One habit, one decision, and one day at a time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.